I think the biggest way that God has impacted me through scripture is a distinct moment in my life back in December. I was driving and I had a panic attack. Leading up to this course of events, Aaron had challenged me to memorize a gospel presentation as part of my internship project. And I had been struggling to memorize it, and it was not easy for me. And I was driving, having this panic attack, and I remembered some advice that my mentor had given me to quote scripture to ward off the lies of the enemy and the anxious feelings that were going on inside my mind. And the only passage of scripture that came to my mind was the gospel presentation. So reluctantly, I began to quote it to myself, and it begins with, "Now I would remind you, brothers, of the gospel." And it was really amazing for me in reminding myself of God's truth and reminding myself that Christ has died for my sin, and I am no longer a slave to Satan, and I no longer belong to him because Christ has set me free, and he has set me free from these panic attacks and the anxiety that I feel. And it was a really incredible moment for me because a lot of my battles have been mentally, and so it has been very helpful to have scripture memorized that can help equip me against the lies of the enemy. And whenever I got a panic attack or started to overthink or have a mental breakdown, I always told myself, I'm okay, I can do this, I can get through this, and I relied on my own strength. And so this year, especially having to memorize scripture through the Piercing Word internship, I have realized that I have to rely on God's strength. And it's only through quoting scripture have I actually found lasting peace that doesn't make any sense. And only through memorizing and quoting scripture have I been able to have substantial peace that comes without an explanation.